What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today we're doing another computer build or another budget build. Today it's going to consist of a lot of parts that I already had, because the guy that contacted me is like, hey, I need something before the holidays. And as you know, Christmas is literally like this weekend. So I'm like, let me go dig through and see what I have and see what it's going to run you, because I really don't know off the top of my head. I know I have a case, plenty of GPUs, but I don't know exactly what I have for like all the guts. So let's go in. All right. So I know I have this old case right here. So I'm not exactly sure what's in it. Seems to be a Ethernet cord. So much stuff onto the back. It's one of those ones that's like hard to push because the rubber is not exactly rubber anymore. It's like super hard plastic. Looks like a decent motherboard of some kind. Let's pop it off and see what it's got. Whew, I need to dust it off, that's for sure. It is super dusty. Alright. Let me take y'all over here with me. So it's got some kind of, looks like an Intel based board. Where's the model number on it? It's an MSI. Oh, there it is. It's a Z490 Gaming Edge. So I'm gonna pop this cooler off and see what CPU's in it. All right, so it has an 11700F, which is an i7, pretty decent. I believe that's an 8-core CPU, so that might be a little bit more than what he was thinking, but we'll see. We'll go upstairs and look at some values here in a second. As for the RAM, I do have some PNY Accelerate 2 8-gig sticks. 16 gigs should get his feet wet. That way he can, play most everything. The motherboard does support four slots, so he could upgrade later on if he wanted to. I'll make sure to let him know that. But now it's time to pair it with a graphics card. So I think I'm going to call him and kind of see what he's feeling price-wise. Because, I mean, we could go wild. I mean, an 11700F would definitely drive a 30 series card. So, or we could keep it really, really down and make it budget friendly, just depending on where he's at. But I opened up the bottom of this thing and it is super dusty, and it doesn't look like I have any actual storage on it. So there's no storage media. I'll at least need to tack on like $30 and order like a 500 gig SSD. Probably not going to go crazy, just something standard. Any SSD is better than no SSD. Just remember that. I had a friend actually that was like, hey man, I'm installing Windows, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why is it taking so long? Because he's like, oh, it's been going for, 20, 30 minutes now. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I'm installing Windows on a hard drive. I'm like, man, don't even waste your time. It's 2022. It's almost 2023. Nobody should be running Windows off a hard drive. All right? I'm speaking to you, guy that's running on a hard drive. A $10 SSD will improve your experience tenfold. So, all right, let's flip this around and check out some graphics cards. But before I do that, let me make a phone call. See where his head's at. Well, see where his wallet's at. I mean, if he got the cheddar, we're gonna make the cheese. All right, so we made a phone call, and his budget is not unlimited, just like most people's, and I respect that. We decided to settle on a 1070 Ti. If you guys don't know, this is a Founders Edition, and I love these coolers, but I also hate them at the same time. They're only one fan, and it's a blower design. It sucks in and then blows out the hot air out of the case. The only issue is, especially if you mine on them, they like to run warm. I believe there's no issues with this one. Once I get it booted up, I'm gonna, load some stuff on it, make sure. But Yeah, I love the look of these. Like, these cards are solid. You could definitely like bash somebody over the head with one of these things. And if you've never held a Founders Edition, especially like a 10 series card, even the 20 series feel really good. It just doesn't compare to like an AIB card, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so price wise, we're gonna slap that bad boy in there for him, and yeah, let's get it. All right, and there she is in all her glory. Got the RAM, CPU's in, GPU's in. Only thing we're missing is a boatload of duster to get all that that actual dust out, which I'll probably need to pop the graphics card back out, but you know, for YouTube factor, we went ahead and put everything in. He was like, "Man, can I come pick it up tonight?" And I'm like, I don't have any drives. And I guess that's not entirely true. I probably have... No. Thought I did have some actual drives around here somewhere. Maybe I don't. I thought I had like some 100 gig, like little tiny drives. Little M.2s. Yeah, this one's got an M.2 in it. Right there, see it? But it's like 120 gig. This one's got an M.2 in it also because there's no USB. Let's see here. Can't see where that one's at, but those are both like 120 gig, ultra cheap, and by the time you install an operating system on it, you can't really, I mean, heck, you might be, I don't even know if you could fit Fortnite on that, so it gives me some time. I'm gonna order that drive in for him. I think I can get it in before Christmas on Amazon Prime. I know there's some stuff that's still available. If not, I might have to run up to Best Buy tomorrow. Got my power cord. He said he's got a monitor, keyboard, mouse, everything like that. So that's going to be on him. But let's go ahead and review this upstairs and see what the old Cooler Master is going to set him back budget-wise. And I am cutting him a slick deal on the case because I already had it sitting around. A lot of my stuff that's used, I'll normally discount down. But, as for power supplies, it already had a power supply in there, and it's one of the Thermaltake. It's a 600 watt. Basically identical to these 500 watters, but a Thermaltake white. So wham bam, thank you ma'am, let's go upstairs. All right, so we're back upstairs. I'm going over some values. We'll start off with the motherboard. This one actually has bent pins, so I imagine one without bent pins would go for more, but I valued mine right at 70 bucks. So yeah, he's getting one that doesn't have bent pins. As for the 11700Fs, it looks like the cheapest one, buy it now on eBay, is $201. So I valued mine right at 200 bucks. They kind of just keep going up from there. Power supply, 600 watt, Thermaltake white, 40 bucks. This is the solid state that I went with, a Fanzang, nothing special, 512 gig SSD, $27. As for 1070 Ti values, the cheapest Founders Edition was 210, but I'm actually giving them a break. I'm going to value it at 170. This is kind of where it looks like the 1070 Ti's, the lower end models, are chilling at. So about 160 to 175 range. So I figured 170 is fair. As for the case, he's paying nowhere near what this case would have been new. These are expensive cases. I'm charging him 50 bucks for the case, and then 40 bucks for the RAM. Don't know if that's actually a good deal or not, but the RAM that I put in is 3000 megahertz, not 2666. So this is just something similar I could find on eBay. So the total comes out just over 600 bucks, and that's with no build fee. So I'm gonna go ahead and add on a $75, and we'll make it a cool $675. So what do you guys think? Is that a fairly good deal? You know, trying to hook somebody up before the holidays. I did go ahead and order the SSD and stuff that it's supposed to be in on the 23rd, so cross our fingers on that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there it is, budget build. So Boom. Yeah, now obviously there wasn't a lot of building in this video because I'm kind of using stuff that was semi put together, but if you do enjoy these kind of like build videos, I got some more coming. I have 2 guys that are on the fence about a ultra budget build. Their price range is around 300 bucks. I know I can make it happen. I just got to be pretty savvy. So I'm thinking like older i5, like quad core, simple motherboard, maybe 8 gigs of RAM, like a 200 or 240 gig SSD, and then like just a dirt cheap, ultra cheap case. So I think that's the way I'm leaning on those. So look out for that coming up here soon. But other than that, I'm gonna peace off here. I hope y'all have a good night. I hope everybody's getting all their Christmas shopping in, because it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. You can't stop Mr. Santa. But yeah, so y'all have a good one. Adios.